Alright, so in this video, we're going to be going over what's the most optimal weapon for Electro DPS Keqing, okay? Um, Sorry if I'm not saying that correctly. I don't know if the pronunciation's correct. That's how I've heard it, so that's just how I'm gonna say it. But yeah, so we're gonna be going over the difference between this weapon, the Black Sword, and this, the Aquila Favonia, right? So first we're gonna put on this, the Aquila Favonia. Mine is Refinement 4, okay? Keep that in mind. It's Refinement 4, which means it increases attack by 35%, right? And it has a base attack of 590, which is very high, and physical damage bonus of 37.7%, which is gonna be actually useless on Keqing because she does electro damage with this build, right? And so what we're gonna do, okay, is we're gonna use these artifacts which I have. When I'm using the Aquila Favonia, her crit rate is like less than 20%. So we have to use a rate hat, right? Because otherwise her crit rate's gonna be really, really low. So we put on a crit rate hat, okay. The rolls on this are a little bit lackluster, but anyways, my attack percent hat doesn't have great rolls either. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with this, right? The crit rate hat, okay. Electro damage bonus on this. Attack percent on this. Attack, right? And then HP, because this is always HP. And so yeah, we're gonna be using these artifacts, okay? And it's gonna give her this much attack and this much crit rate, okay, and this much crit damage. Okay, with the Aquila Favonia, okay, and we're gonna be using Superconduct as a modifier. Okay, we're gonna use Cleave first to, I guess, get rid of this little, I don't know what it is, like this frost orb or whatever. Okay, now we're gonna do this, right, to apply ice. Do that, Superconduct. Crit. 4,600, okay, so we see the value there is 4,600, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch the weapon, okay, and instead for the weapon we're gonna put the Black Sword, right? Now with the Black Sword, if we ult, we're gonna have over the soft cap for crit rate, right, which is 80%. So we don't really need this crit rate hat anymore because our crit rate is extremely high. Instead, we can substitute it for this attack percent hat, right? Another thing we have to consider is, like, with the Black Sword, right? It's not level 90 yet. Once it gets to level 90, we're gonna be seeing more crit rate on it, right? And with more crit rate means this value will be closer to the 48% that I had with the Aquila Favonia, right? Right now it's a little bit less, but you know, it's not really substantial, right? It's not really huge, okay? The attack is a little bit less as well, even though the crit damage is about the same. The attack is a little bit less, but then we also have to consider that it does have increased damage dealt by normal and charge attacks by 20%. And so that's really good for Keqing, especially because she's doing electro damage, right? And this is just for normal and charge attacks. So even if she's doing electro damage, she's going to be seeing that 20% boost either way, okay? So yeah. Attack percent of hat. And then we have the 4-piece set, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the exact same thing, and we're going to see how it stacks up. Okay. Alright. So that's going to melt. Okay. And the Superconduct. 41, 81. Okay. So, in my opinion, it is comparable, right? I mean, and we have to keep in mind the Aquila Favonia is at Refinement 4. My Black Sword is only at Refinement 1. So, you know, we can see from this video that obviously the better choice in terms of weapon is going to be the black sword once we can get more refinements on it, right? Um, and this is just with the weapons that we have out right now, right? But for right now, if you're gonna play Electro DPS Keqing, you know, the best weapon to go for is gonna be the black sword. So we're gonna do it again. Right. Okay, and that one was even 4600. So, you know, the damage is really comparable, but overall her damage is definitely going to be higher. Um, just using this black sword, just because, you know, like this is refinement 1. You know what I mean? The other one is refinement 4. So if we get more refinements on it, I mean, the damage is going to be definitely better with the black sword. So for anybody wondering, I guess, like, oh, which weapon is going to be better for Electro DPS Keqing? I think the answer is pretty obvious, right? It's going to be, without a doubt, the black sword. You know, if we have refinement, if refinement 1 versus refinement 4 is the same, then refinement 1 versus refinement 1, like, the black sword is definitely much better. So, yeah, so I guess that's all I wanted to post for the video. For anyone wondering, like, oh, like, you know, I want to build my Keqing Electro DPS, like, what weapon should I get? It's, you know, it's not going to be the Aquila Favonia, actually. It's actually going to be the black sword. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I know I haven't, like, uploaded in, like, the last week, and that's just because I've been, really busy and, had stuff to do, but I will be uploading more in the future. If if you guys have like any ideas or anything that you want to see, like go ahead and like leave it in the comments, and like I'll try and like make a video trying to help you guys or whatever, or I'll just answer any questions that you guys have in the comments to the best of my ability. You know, like I'm not like some like super genius or anything. I just have like, for me, I'm just somebody who plays, and I have more resources in game than I would say most other people. So, you know, if you're curious about building something and need help, go ahead, ask me, you know, and I will be making more videos. So if you want, like, go ahead and like subscribe as well. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, and that is it for the video.